Okay, y'all, let's talk. Let's talk. This is what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about... No, we're not going to talk about Dunkin' Donuts today. Ciao. Whew. What happened? What happened out there while Nadine and Dream is jet skiing? Okay, let me tell you what happened. What caused them to fall?
Starting all over again.
Hey,
it's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
On us, but we're gonna make it.
Hey.
Starting all over again. It's gonna be rough on us, but we're gonna make it.
Oh my God, I'm so upset. They out there screaming for high speed of lights. Oh my God. I don't have no words right now. I'm too hot. I'm too tired. As soon as I calm myself down and charge the camera up real good, we're going to talk about this. Now that everybody's calming down, Nadine's going to take her shower. And Dream is waiting to take his shower. And then I'll probably take my shower. But we're going to calm all the way down before we talk about this, because 1 minute we laughing, 1 minute it's like a back and forth thing trying to figure out. Dream, don't look at me. He waiting for me to say it's his fault. And I'm not even saying that. I'm going to give him a fair chance to tell what the freak happened. Oh my God.
When Dream was driving, I was saying to myself, like, wow, my shades and my hat's still on.
Yeah, it sure was. It was. I was just trying to figure it out. After everything happened and y'all come out the water and you got your Nadine's shades and her hat never even moved. And Dream, he quiet right now. He done got his laugh off. He wasn't laughing at first, but he fell out later. But now he just quiet. He's just quiet because he don't want to hear our mouth. But right now we're going to go to the beach. And I guess we'll talk about it when we get there. Just because I'm feeling sleepy. I'm feeling tired. And Dream laid across the bed. He made me want to lay down and go to sleep too. He is laid out. Dream, get up. That's how you feel when you come from the water. You just want to lay down.
Especially when you in the water.
I don't even mean to laugh, but I just thank God. Like I told the Dream cannot take. He looks. He keep looking at us, and he'll look at anything. He'll turn his head because he ain't gonna never let him live this down. He told Nadine she had nothing to worry about. She wasn't gonna hit that water. When I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. I'm gonna let him tell his part first. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened when I saw them hit the water. When I saw them hit the water, oh my God. I'm just glad, like I told them, they got an experience and not a tragedy. Because I don't know how I would have been able to make it. You know, I don't know how I would have been able to do it. So I'm glad they're okay. How I get on your nerve?
Because I think it's real funny.
No, I don't think it's funny. I'm just trying to understand, you know, what happened.
Well, shouldn't have drove the boat.
You took her back to the dock and they said you used Mr. Rucker's voice. I'll take you back to the dock so you could drive.
Yeah, but I wanted her to get an experience of driving it, but...
Yeah, but she had to get an experience if she was...
It's kind of like, remember when we was on a canoe and she froze up?
Yeah.
I got mad at her?
Yeah.
That's what it's like. Because...
Even though she froze up, you can't be mad with a person who's...
I'm not mad with her right now. I'm just thinking to myself, like, you know, it could have been worse. But,
yeah, it could have been worse.
And, you know, that's why when things like that happen, you just got to be...
You did good, Dream. You stayed really calm.
You know?
You stayed really calm. Really, really calm. I only heard you yell for help like twice. And that's because Nadine, when she was yelling for help, it sounded like bubbles, like water. She was swallowing water. So she must
Mommy really making a joke out of this. Mommy really having a good time laughing.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Dree tried to change the narrative from him to me.
Nah.
He tried to change the narrative, but boy, stop.
Still laughing, right?
No, he not gonna change the narrative from him to me. Not the way he was laughing when he came out that water. He was cracking up. Nadine, you see my camera stick back there? We're on our way to the beach. I hate to be leaving the hotel right now, but we'll be back probably to rest or to just collect our wet stuff. I'm kind of glad Dream did get the hotel now, even though I didn't expect to stay. Like, you know, I didn't think we'd be here all day, but it is an all-day event now that we're here. Whenever I'm by the water, it wears me out. It really does. It makes me not want to do anything else, but I am starving. I'm looking forward to the hamburgers on the grill. I'm looking forward to eating. And I want me something cold, really cold to drink. I'm sure we got cold water in the cooler. We did bring a cooler.
I don't know how y'all get so many bugs in our weekend down there.
Yeah, I got bugs on the window from driving. Maybe we could stop at like a car wash or something.
I'm not washing the car.
I'm so glad to see Dunkin' Donuts. I don't know what to do. Nobody's gonna see you, Dream. Dream has my shades on just for the sun.
Bright just now.
Yeah, you should have put it back on. I wear shades. My shades are the bomb. One of my Spirit of Lights gave me those. I got like 3 pair of shades that came from Spirit of Lights. And they sent me nice shades. Oh, the nail salon is open. You think Dunkin' Donuts have a drive-thru? Oh, they do.
They always got a drive.
Not always. But my favorite Dunkin' Donuts do not have a drive-thru. My favorite one.
For the summer, you know what I mean? $97.9 box.
Hey, I got the air on because it's pretty warm today. I'm on my way to the grocery store to pick up a couple of things. Some water. Oh, Nadine got the box. She coming out with a box, y'all. I'm picking up my package. I got 2, so 2 on Spirit Lights. I got 2 boxes. So if y'all sent me something, it's here. I knew the coffee pot was here, but I didn't know when I was going to get it, you know. I'm glad I'm getting it now because something weird is happening where we are. Everything's just starting to look abandoned, just looking kind of just strange. So I'm glad that, yay, I got my boxes. Oh, I'm so excited. Yay. Okay, y'all. I'll talk to y'all a little bit when I park again, okay? Yeah, I look like I feel tired. I'm going through a little something today. I started going through it last night. I've been up most of the night. Couldn't get no sleep or anything, dealing with my pain. But I'm out the house for a little while. But I'm happy to see y'all, guys. I'm happy to see y'all. Hey, Spirit Lights. Yes. Hey. I'm hanging in there, you know. today the sun is not really out. You know, usually the sun, like when it's really beaming, it makes me feel good, gets me good vibes, and send all that positive love to me. But I'm kind of wearing down today. I'm gonna try to like go to bed early. Hopefully, I'm able to get some sleep, because I definitely need it. But yeah, okay, y'all, let's talk. Let's talk. This is what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about... No, we're not going to talk about Dunkin' Donuts today. Ciao. Because actually, like I said earlier in another video, I'm not even mad with Dunkin' Donuts at all, because I just feel like it was just one of them days I ran into a bad manager with bad employees. But what we're going to talk about is what happened out there while Nadine and Dream is jet skiing. Okay, let me tell you what happened. When we got out there, Dream was still trying to convince me that I didn't have nothing to be afraid of, which I did believe him as far as I had nothing to be afraid of. But me and Nadine we talked about it for weeks, and we talked about it even after she decided that she would go on the jet ski with Dream, that she will just hold on as tight as she can to Dream, and that, you know, she's going to have a life jacket, that she's going to be okay, you know. And I thought I remembered telling her, whatever she do, don't get on the jet ski by herself. So it was like really good that Dream was only going to get one jet ski, and he was going to be the one driving it, because Dream has gotten training in jet skiing. Nadine didn't. She didn't get no training, but her and Dream was out there. Now, Nadine was really scared, because when she was signing off the waiver, she was saying, Dream, I feel like I'm signing my life away. And I said, yeah, because if something happened to you, they're protecting themselves. They're making sure that you can't sue them, you know? And that's more than one reason why, if you're not confident or really sure if everything's going to be all right, not to go out there. And Dream was like, Mom, you're scaring Nadine. And I was like, okay, I don't want to scare Nadine, nothing like that. But I was kind of quiet, because I was just trying not to feel so intense. And then if they come off the water, I have like a lot of anxiety. And y'all know that Spirit Girl freaks out when she have anxiety. I freak out. So I just freaks out. That was a hard moment for me. That was just so scary. Okay, so when they first get on the boat and everything, they came over to the pier where I was to wave and say hello and everything. I didn't catch much or anything else out there, because I don't know why, but I forgot to charge my camera, and I didn't have that much battery life left on my camera. I forgot to charge it and everything before we got out there. I was just so tired. I didn't even focus on the fact that my charger... I film all the time and didn't focus on the fact that my charger wasn't charging. I saw them put on the life jackets. And when I saw them put on the life jackets, I was like, okay, they're going to be okay. You know, like anything happened, they got the life jackets on, right? That's what I was thinking. And then as I was watching the water, and as them go out, I couldn't see them no more. They went way out, and they were gone. It was like zoom, gone, you know. So I was just watching the fish jump in and out the water. Like the fish literally was jumping up. It was a just jumping up, big fish, wide fish, jumping up into the water. I ain't talking about wide lift, I'm talking about wide in their body, like their face was wide, you know. And I say, wow, this is interesting. I never seen like fish so in the ocean water so close, and see them jump out. It's amazing. And then I seen Dream and Nadine come past me about 2 or 3 times, and I'm gonna tell you what I thought. Because Dream, I put his phone, they have a like a water protector that your phone can go in so you can film while you out there. Oh, sorry y'all that I'm so tired. I'm sorry. He didn't get to film. He said that he didn't turn the film on because he didn't want to reach for his phone because Nadine was so afraid, and she was just like, don't let go, don't do anything crazy. So he thought that I would be filming when they come past, and that's it. So I was able to film when they was coming back for the last time, and I caught a little bit when it came up and my camera just went out, and I didn't see them no more for a while. So I sat down on a bench, and I started talking to a young man. Well, he started talking to me. He brought up a conversation. He was just asking me, you know, where I was from. He told me I had like a deep accent, and I was telling him that we came from the Houston area, but you know, my accent come from New Jersey. Asking me, you know, what do I do? And I told him that, well, you know, as a family we film, you know, for YouTube, Facebook, and you know, I have an Instagram, and I have a Twitter, and also I have a website, you know. And I said that, you know, on some of the sites I'm not as active right now because of everything that's going on. I'm just trying to keep, you know, mainly up my YouTube and my Facebook. And my website, you know, has the videos that I could put on it. I gotta pay for more storage and see what videos I can take off my website to upload new videos. Like, you know, I got the website, jumping off key. I got the website, and it's like I loaded so much that I got to take, it's not like YouTube, and I'm learning that I got to take a lot of my videos off and upload new ones. And I'm not ready to take off the ones that I uploaded, you know, that I worked so hard on. Now I got to take them down so I can put up new ones. And then I already feel like I'm paying so much for the website, you know, just to maintenance and keep it. And I stay online with Wix, you know, forever, because I'm still really new at this. I really don't have a clue what I'm doing, but I'm just trying to explore my options and just try to just stay connected to my spirit lights as much as I can. Anyway, we were talking about YouTube, and he was telling me that he's thinking about starting a fishing channel. So this is where it get crazy, y'all. He was showing another young lady that work out there. The two people I was talking to work out there, and he was saying that he's following a shark, y'all. Following a shark, okay? He's been following sharks. You know, scientists tag the sharks and stuff, and they follow them. And he was telling me about the big great white sharks in California and all the stuff that's in the water, and basically the topic was about sharks. Sharks. And then I was like, well, I hope that they're going to be okay. He said, well, yeah, they're going to be okay as long as they don't go in the shallow water. You know, you see over there, that's shallow. And we cut it off so they don't go that far. So they should be okay. So I was thinking to myself, like, I literally was sitting there saying, I hope that, like, there's no shark or nothing out there hungry and my kids are out there. That's what I kept thinking, because I was thinking, like, if I was out there and I'm hungry, and even if I'm in the big water, I probably would come in a little closer to the shallow water to at least get me something to eat that's right there. And then with the fish jumping like this out of the water so close, I mean so close, I'm thinking like, yeah, a shark probably would come this close, like, and then he's, oh, don't worry, you know, they're gonna be okay. I started shaking a little bit. I was like a little nervous, and I just kept on looking, trying to see if I see them. And then all of a sudden I told myself, you know, it's been too long, I haven't seen them. He was like, they're okay. I'm like, okay. So then finally, about 10 minutes later, I seen Dream and Nadine coming up, and it was coming up real slow, but not where I could like directly see them, like, hey. It was like from a distance, they was coming in slow. And I was waiting for them to come up on the dock. They didn't come up on the dock. And me and the young man, we still talking about these sharks, okay? They didn't come up on the dock. And I'm like, and then all of a sudden, I go walk into the dock, trying to see if they okay. And I see the jet ski. I see the jet ski, but they not on it. Child, I start screaming like I was out my mind. I screamed so much. I scared the freak out of the guy that worked there. I was just, I remember I had all these dogs and I had a cat when I was growing up. And one of my dogs, I had a cat named Smokey. I think I'm just a little tired, bit emotional, not that emotional. I think I'm just tired. You know, when you're tired, you tend to get emotional easy. And my dog, I love my dog and I love my cat. When I came home from school, I was like a little girl, like 10. Came home from school and Smokey was screaming. And she was really, really screaming, calling out her mom, my cat. And when I went upstairs to see what she was screaming about, my dog had took Smokey's baby kittens that she had just had, and he ripped them in half. He didn't eat them, he ripped them in half. They was all in pieces. And I remember that scream. I remember the scream she had, and I'll never forget it. I was so hurt. I was so hurt what the dog did, and the dog was just, it was just the sweetest dog. Like, it was just a loving dog. I loved the dog, and then I had to, like, it was just like, and then I felt so bad for Smokey, and I just felt so bad for her that he did that to her kittens. But Smokey and him used to be like at it all the time. Like, she didn't like him, he didn't like her, and when she had her babies, he ripped her babies apart. It was terrible. It was a terrible experience. I was so upset with my dog. I was so upset with the dog, and I was so sad for Smokey. Anyway, getting off of that subject, let's jump to like another example, like a bird. A bird, something is threatening its little birdies and chicks. It starts screaming. Child, I started screaming. My whole face was screaming. I was just I was going nuts, and the guy was like, calm down, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna come down. I couldn't even stop screaming. I could not stop screaming. And then all of a sudden, I saw him run, right? He was running down the deck. The other girl was running. She ran to the other end. She started waving, trying to wave, right? And when she waved in a direction, I saw Nadine and Dream. I couldn't really see them, but I could see them. I could see them like, I saw how, like, first I saw they were separated. And you could see Nadine just keep going down. She was just going down in the water. Like, she was struggling, trying to stay up. And she was just, like real hard. And then all of a sudden, I saw, it looked like I saw a Dream. And he was, like, trying to hold her up. And he just started screaming, help. He was screaming. And then I heard Nadine scream, but it sounded like she was gargling. Like, you know, you hear somebody scream? It felt like something fell out the tree. And you know how you hear somebody screaming, they got water full in their mouth, and I could hear Nadine screaming for help. Still was screaming. And then the guy, he went to try to get another jet ski. And he was like, oh shit. Because the jet ski, he couldn't get it to come, like he was struggling with it. Like, I don't know what it was. I think it was just so intense that he was struggling with the jet ski, trying to get it loose from where it was tied up at so that he can get out there at the water. And then finally he gets it loose and it wouldn't start up. He kept on shh, and I saw Nadine going down in the water, and Dream was trying to keep her up, and he looked like he was struggling, right? And then I saw him. All of a sudden, Dream started swimming. He was swimming with one hand, and it was moving forward. And he had Nadine, but she was in the water while he was trying to keep her up. She was going down in the water. So then he stopped swimming, and I think it's because he couldn't keep her afloat. So then I felt this overwhelming peace. So weird. I felt this overwhelming peace, and in this moment, I didn't need no one to like tell me to pray. I could feel something say, Spirit, you need to pray. You need to pray right now. And I just closed my eyes. I stopped screaming. And I just prayed. I talked to God. And next thing you know, the jet thing was started up. It started up as soon as I finished like talking to God. It said, so. And the guy with the jet ski went out there to get Nadine and Dream. Now, I didn't know that once you fall off the jet ski, that there's a struggle. You have to use your whole body weight. You got to try to get back
on the jet ski once they get out there to try to help you. So then Nadine was telling me from her experience, she was trying to stand on Dream's shoulder, and Dream was in the water. She was pushing him down in the water because there was no bottom. His body was going in the water, but he know how to hold his breath. And he was lifting all his weight to get Nadine up on that jet ski. And she said she felt so heavy and so weak that she couldn't like really pull herself up, because at first she couldn't breathe. She said, Mom, I couldn't breathe for a minute and I didn't know what was going on. She said there was no direction in the water. There was no oh, there go that, and oh, there go that, oh, Mom must be over there. It was like all water. She said all I saw was all water and I couldn't breathe. And she said, and that's when Dream, realized that she said she was so much in shock, she didn't realize she had her mask on. She had her mask on, and she swallowed. She said she was so shocked that she didn't know immediately to hold her breath. She swallowed so much water. Nadine drunk and swallowed so much of that ocean water that she was sick. She got really, really sick. So I was swallowing the water because it was nowhere to, like, every time she opened up her mouth, she couldn't spit it out enough. That it was just going in her mouth. It was going so fast and she couldn't stop it, so she was swallowing it. And that right there just like made me feel so much fear, because I was saying to myself, she was like, that was causing her to be, she could drown, So then Nadine was telling me, she said, Mom, she said, I literally felt like that was it. She said, oh, this must be it. This must be it for me. This is where it ends for me. And she was telling me that when they were in the water, that when she realized that they were going to fall, this is what happened. Now, this is what happened. What caused them? What caused them to fall? When they was coming back to the dock and they never came up the stairs, and I was thinking, like, where are they? What's taking them so long to get, up here? Like, I couldn't calm down till I saw them, like, from the very first time, going way back when I saw Dream coming in. I was wondering what was taking them so long. What happened was, instead of them coming to the dock or Dream dropping Nadine off, they switched places. And Dream wanted Nadine to drive the jet ski to help her come out of her fear of riding the jet ski in the water. Dream said that they were doing good and he didn't know what caused them to fall. And I'm going to tell you at the end of this that Nadine told me what caused them to fall. Dream said it was going, and then all of a sudden it was going fast, and it was like they was doing good. But then he said they felt, like he said, when all of a sudden when it was falling, they could feel like the slow motion, like they knew they was about to hit the water. And he said all he could think about was when it hit the water that he don't lose Nadine. And he was trying to, when he got in the water, just try to be at a point where he can see her so that he don't lose her or they both separate. So he said once he hit the water, his body went down in the water and he came back up and he saw Nadine from a little ways from him. So he swam to her to make it to her. But what happened was she panicked so bad that when he tried to help her, they both started going under. He couldn't keep her up. So he said he started paddling, with your feet paddling in the water, and he was trying to keep them up. So then he said that he realized that nobody was coming to help them because they had been out there for a while. He realized that Nadine literally was struggling. She was taking in a lot of water, and he started like trying. He said this heavy fear was trying to come over him, but he trained into staying calm. So he said what he did was he held on to Nadine real tight and told her that he got her. She's okay. And he told her to breathe. And he told her to just hold your breath as you go under and then come back up. When you come back up, breathe. So he helped her with that. Then he said when he realized that they were sinking, they was going under, he said, okay, I got to go get help. So he started swimming. And he said when he started swimming to go and trying to get help, he felt Nadine's arm grabbed him. She grabbed him from the back and she said, Dream, don't leave me. Please don't leave me. And Dream told me he made the decision to stay out there with her and not to leave her. He was going to go get help because he felt like he could swim, but he didn't know how to. He never thought about swimming with a person or saving a person or pulling a person back. And he never realized how hard that was. And he said that he made the decision to stay out there with Nadine. He said he could just see like the fright on her face. And he said he just felt like if he left her, you know, he'd get help and come back and couldn't find her. He don't know how he would have been able to take it. So he stayed with her. And then he said the whole time that he was staying with her, he said, Mom, I was so exhausted. He said, I was so exhausted. He said, I was so exhausted that when they came and we finally got Nadine on the jet ski, I didn't have the strength to even get myself up there. I was so exhausted. He said, I was so tired just trying to keep us afloat in that water. He said, I didn't realize how small I really am. When you're in that ocean, you're nothing. You're really, really small. And he said that the guy was taking Nadine and told him that he'll come back for him. And Nadine was like, no, you're not leaving him. Don't leave him. And Dream was like, it's okay, I'm tired. You go ahead, I'm going to be all right. And Dream said he was just going to try to keep himself afloat and straddle. And he said, but he was so tired. And he didn't want to like just tell him, like he said, Mom, he said, it's like, there's a point when you in all that water, you kind of let go because you're tired. He said, I was at that point where I just felt like I was just so tired. And then Nadine started grabbing on me and she was like, no, Dream, pull, you can do it. And the jet ski is made for two people, but he was Dreaming, the guy and Nadine was able to hold on to Dream's arms and help him get out that water. And Nadine said she held on to Dream so tight. She was so glad she didn't leave him. She said, Mom, I wasn't going to leave him. I want to tell her and finish telling the story for Nadine came out the story because every time she think about it, even though we find times to laugh and joke about it and laugh about the moments that we had about it, she still tears up and it still's like she's still kind of like shocked that they was in that water like that. And then finally when they got to the dock, they got out the water and everything. And I was talking to Dream. I said, well, because I never I had on a life jacket before, but I never had on a life jacket where I ended up in the water. You know what I'm saying? So I was asking Dream for my own knowledge. When you got the life jacket on, don't you stay afloat? And he says, the life jacket help you, but I think it takes more than that. You need to know how to hold your breath. You need to know how to straddle. You know, he was saying they still felt like they very much could drown, even with the life jacket on. So that just made me just like, oh man, I was just so grateful to just know that they was okay. So then after they got out the water and everything, Dream and Nadine was just staring at each other and just so grateful that they was alive and that they had each other. And Nadine she thanked the guy. She told him, she said, thank you for saving my life. And he was like, you're welcome. He was so scared, y'all. He was so scared. The guy was scared. And I don't know how long he'd been working there, but he was scared to death. Nadine couldn't even stop thanking him. She thanked him probably 20 times. She kept saying, thank you for saving my life. Thank you for saving my life. She said, Mom, he saved me. She said, he saved my life. He saved me. She said, I felt like if he didn't get out there when he did, I was going to drown. And then when she got on the deck, she was just spitting up water. She kept on spitting up water the whole day, just letting out all that water that she took in, and she didn't feel so good. As everything was over with, the guy he told me, I didn't know that the guy told Nadine and Dream, he said when they was riding back on the jet ski, he said, I feel so bad about your mom. And Dream said, what happened? He says, she freaked out, man. She freaked out so bad. And he said, and the worst part about it, we just got through talking about the sharks that's out in the water. So she literally just started screaming. He said, she screamed. He said, I never heard nobody scream like that before. And my son said he started laughing because he know that I scared the freak out the man. I scared the freak out of him. He was, poor baby, he was only like 21. 21, he's a sweet young man. He's, just God bless his heart. Bless his heart. And thank God that them two young people was working that day, because they definitely worked together and they saved Nadine and Dream. They sure did. They worked together and they did it. Dream said, Mom, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. This wasn't supposed to happen like this. And we weren't supposed to fall. And now I'm going to tell y'all what caused them to fall now. Now I'm going to tell you what caused them to fall. Nadine said, and this is what makes me tear up, y'all, because Nadine told me that she felt like that was it for her, that she was going to die that day. And she told me when they had switched seats and she was doing good driving, but she thought about me. And she said, before I go too deep in the ocean, I'm going to go see Mom and let her know, and just wave at her. Nadine is back. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm on my way home to try to get my last video done. I got a request for me to do the scratching the mic. And so let me let you know what Nadine said at the end. She said, Mom, I was on my way back to see you. And I said, oh my God. I wouldn't have never known that they fell because Nadine made a sharp turn so she can come see me, to just wave at me. I would have never known that if she didn't tell me. So thank God that she's here today, that she was able to tell me that. And I'm glad that both my children is okay.
Testing 1 2 1 2. It's been a long day. You just wanna go away. You can't sleep at night, and now I'm here. I can't promise tomorrow, but you're gonna feel out today. We can tangle it away. Now I'm here.